Hello, I'm Mary Gallagher. I'm a holistic therapist. I'm based in County Kildare, and I'm working in particular with a spiritual healing light, which is very, very high vibration, and it's coming directly from source. It works quickly and clearly and effectively, and it's very, very good for sending distant healing to a person or indeed into an event, which is what I wanted to explain today, because most people think about this as, I suppose they don't think about it. So for us, we're very used to sending good wishes all the time. It's something natural to us. And, how often have we said happy birthday or congratulations? It's something natural to want to send a good vibration to someone. And even say for a wedding, well, have a great day. I hope it's brilliant. Enjoy yourself. Someone's going out to a party or a graduation, and someone sends a card or sends a message, a text. But the idea of sending good vibrations to a situation is not that unusual. And even in Ireland, I find that the idea of blessing is very, very common. I know it's gone, it might be a little bit old fashioned now, but I know a good friend of mine always ends a conversation on the phone, or if I meet her, she says, God bless you. And it's lovely because when you think about it, that person is wishing you the best. To wish you a blessing, and it uplifts you. It can make your day. It can really change the way you feel. Just the simplicity of sending a blessing or sending something good into a situation. And sometimes in life, some things happen and we think, well, hindsight's a great thing. If only I knew now what I knew then, I would have changed it. I wouldn't have done that. But that's the whole point. We didn't know. As humans, we don't know what's going on in a situation. We only know what we do, what we see, what we react to. But using a spiritual healing light, it's coming from a higher level. It's from this fifth dimensional level, which is very, very pure. And because it's pure, it will only work for the highest good. And this light has its own form of consciousness or awareness of what's happening. So it's like sending good wishes, very, very pure, to support an entire situation. So it could be a wedding, it could be an interview, it could be a meeting, a birth, it could be anything that's happening in your life. In particular, if it's a big event, you say, well, how do I actually send support into that? This is one way to do it. It's very clearly focused and it just goes into the energetic space. It's, to me, it's a bit like if you're looking into a maze. Now, if you are going into a maze, I know I get stuck. I'm not great with sense of direction. My husband's terrible. He just goes straight to the end. He just ruins the whole thing. But if you go into a maze, you go this way, you get stuck, and you come back and you get stuck, and eventually you get to where you're going. But in life, that's really not the best for us at times because we get confused. But with spiritual healing light, it's like it's up above looking in on the situation. And it means that the light can see where you're stuck and can see if you go this way, you're just going to meet an obstacle and then you're going to meet another one. So it's like it can direct you. It's like it can sense and can help you to sense this to direct you. So an example would be supposing you're going for an interview and we all get to that point, say, well, it's time, I need to push myself, a bit of promotion, get a bit more money. It's time now and I'm ready and I'll do this. So you go for the interview. You feel it's what you want. The light sees that if you go for this job and you get it, within 6 months to a year, you're going to be under pressure because it's not what you thought it was. There's things that were hidden that you didn't understand. And if you stay in that job long term, you're going to be stressed. You might be forced out of it because you have to leave because you can't stick it, instead of naturally leaving because you're going to the next best thing. Now, the light knows that. So you have an event healing for the interview. Maybe you'll get the job if it's right for you. Maybe you won't get the job. And you say, well, that didn't work, did it? Actually, it did, because it's always working for your highest good. And it's like trying to redirect you, but also help you to understand and accept. So you might be disappointed, but the light is trying to say, no, not that way, this way. Because if you wait a bit, the better thing will come up for you. And it's trying to help you in that sense. So this is how it can help you in ways that you couldn't possibly know or see or understand. But when we trust the light, and I certainly trust it to guide us, then the event is supported in that way. So that would be one example. The whole idea of sending good wishes. There was a song by Adele a few years ago, was a big hit. Something about, I think, I wish I'd meet someone like you. But one line really stands out to me because she says, "I wish nothing but the best for you." And if you can imagine someone saying that to you genuinely, "I wish nothing but the best." And this is what you're putting into a situation. So an event could be a wedding, celebration. It could be a funeral, a lot of heavy emotion. It could be a party, a graduation, and even a happy event. There's always stress about it, just preparing, anticipation. It could be a birth coming up. Everybody needs support. The mother certainly, but everybody gets a bit stressed out around it, just in anticipation. Could be a meeting. It could be a difficult phone call you have to make. It could be a funeral. It could be a death of a person who's ready to pass over. It could be a small thing like you are very anxious about going into maybe even give a talk like I'm doing today. And you want everybody to sort of to be relaxed in it because everybody's a bit tense. So it can go into any situation at all to support it. And the whole idea then of going into the energetic space, that it works for the highest good of everybody, everybody. So it doesn't give an advantage. It can't do that because the light works for absolute best good and it sees what everybody needs. So if, for example, you think, well, I'll have a healing, an event healing, and I'll get the job and somebody else won't. That's not how it works. It will support everybody. And that's absolutely the best outcome then, that everybody is getting directed on the right side. For me, I use this a lot with animals. Animals are very, very open. They don't have resistance and they absorb the light and they love it. And my own pets, my cats, love receiving the light. If they go into the vets, they're stressed, they might have a procedure done. And an event healing supports everything. Because if a person or an animal is stressed, everybody who deals with them is stressed as well. So it's to support everything. And in particular, whenever my cats are coming to the end of their life and it's their time to go, that's very difficult. But for them, I'd always do that to support them. And in fact, this year I've done it with one little cat who just would never be held. But for the last week, all he wanted was to be held was close to your heart and absolutely loved. And he absolutely absorbed all the love and gave all the love he could before he went in the most peaceful, peaceful way. So I find it's extraordinary how it works with animals as well. So there's so many situations. And when you think about it, how many times have we wished, say, God, how would you possibly send good wishes? How, this is so complicated. How could you possibly help that situation when it seems too big and beyond what you could do? This is a way to do it because spiritual light can go straight to where it's needed for the best for everything and can tease out an awful lot of things to support things that we wouldn't know or see, but it can do this. So that's the basis of event healing. If you'd like to know any more, I do have a free information call button on my website. You can make an appointment, we can talk or answer any questions. At the moment, I also have a special offer during lockdown. I have a discount on distant healing, individual distant healing, and it works very, very effectively from a distance. It's a very good offer because it includes everything, the healing, the essence that goes with it, the follow-up, and all of that. So it's a very, very good offer. And if you'd like to begin to experience spiritual healing light, on a Monday night, I'm offering a healing. It's a part of a group healing. It's only €10. And that is very, very good value. And it allows you a chance to begin to experience the light and to move in that direction. So I hope that's some help to you to understand how spiritual healing light is different how it can really support an event and it can help the whole situation in ways that we down here on this level could not. So thank you very much for being with me.